Hello and welcome to Alfons Zeilais. My name is Johanna Negelsbach. I'm the grandniece of the painter Alfons Zeilais. In this video I will introduce you to a personality who will accompany us through the Nazi era. You can find out who this is in this video. We jump forward to 1959. Almost everyone who will accompany us through the Nazi era and the period that follows is gathered in this picture. The picture shows the wedding of Willi Negelsbach and Gertrud Kahlenberger in Neustadt an der Weinstraße. The Kahlenberger family is a Palatinate family. Their history shows aspects of life at that time that are not found in the Zeilais and Negelsbach families. At the time this picture was taken, Wilhelm Kahlenberger, Willi Negelsbach's father-in-law, was director of the Ulm Polytechnic, now the Technical University in Nuremberg. How did he get there? Let's take a look at who Wilhelm Kahlenberger is. Wilhelm Kahlenberger was born on 26th of December 1896 in Speyer. He grew up with his brother Heinrich, who was 1 year older, at Große Geilergasse 14 in Speyer. The two brothers completed elementary school and, as was customary, were confirmed. At that time this was not a mere formality. The brothers spent a lot of time doing what they called Bible study and went on excursions, for example. During this time, even simple boys like the Kahlenberger brothers had the opportunity to see the Bavarian Prince Regent and later King Ludwig in person and even get a photo taken of him. When Emperor William II caused the First World War in 1914, Wilhelm Kahlenberger was 17 and his brother Heinrich was 18. Heinrich had begun studying theology. Wilhelm was in secondary school. He was an impatient person and recounts that in his youthful foolishness he had argued with his math professor and in a fit of anger left school and volunteered for the First World War. According to Wilhelm, his classmates were given their school leaving certificates because of the war. He had to laboriously retake his exams later. The brothers are recruits in Germersheim. Wilhelm Kahlenberger becomes a private on 1st of March 1915, a corporal on 19th of May 1915 and a sergeant on 5th of August 1915. The brothers go to war. Wilhelm is initially stationed in Münster. On 28th of November 1915 he is promoted to lieutenant in the reserve of the 2nd Bavarian Pioneer Battalion. As such he has a servant named Heinz. In May 1916, Wilhelm is sent to Verdun and then on to Poland, Russia and Romania. He experiences the horrors of war in all their facets. In January 1917, Wilhelm returns to Germany to the rest quarters in Friesenheim in the Ortenau district. There he learns that his brother was killed in action on 14th of March 1917. It is a terrible shock. Heinrich is buried in the cemetery in Speyer. For Wilhelm, the war is over. He becomes a teacher at the officer training school in Kaunas. He completes his A-levels and studies mechanical engineering, graduating with a degree in engineering. From October 1922 to March 1925, he works for Krupp AG in Essen in the design and testing of diesel engines. Team spirit at Krupp is obviously very good at that time. There's also plenty of time for leisure activities. In his free time, Wilhelm goes on trips with friends along the Rhine. From 1st of April 1925 until the 1930s, Wilhelm Kahlenberger works for MAN in Augsburg in the testing and inspection of high-speed diesel engines. He lives in an apartment on Am Pfannenstiel that is clearly reminiscent of Spitzweg. There is no shower. He washes himself at the wash basin with a jug. Wilhelm not only works on the prototype, he is also responsible for the first vehicle diesel engine installed in a lorry in 1925. He takes care of diesel engines in rail cars and ship engines, including in the port of Hamburg, the Märkische Kleinbahnen in the Harz Mountains on the Brocken, on the Elbe, on the island of Fünen in Denmark, the Friedländer Bahn in Bohemia and several more. In 1926 he marries Dora Kahlenberger. The similarity in names is no coincidence. Dora is his cousin. The two have known each other since childhood. Dora was born on 25th of September 1895. Her father dies shortly after her confirmation in 1909 in Weidenthal. The Zeilers family also has connections to Weidenthal. In 1913, Dora begins attending teacher training college in Kaiserslautern. Here is a picture of her cooking class. She completes the seminar in 1915. She works as a teacher in various places in the Palatinate. Here you can see Dora with a second grade class from the 1919-20 school year with over 60 pupils. No wonder Dora is a resolute and very determined, self-confident woman. Her career as a teacher ends for the time being on 21st of August 1926 with the marriage of Wilhelm and Dora Kahlenberger. Married women were not allowed to work as teachers. Dora moves to Augsburg to live with Wilhelm. On 19th of November 1927, their daughter Gertrud is born. Dora is enthusiastic about the teachings of Rudolf Steiner and becomes an anthroposophist. Gertrud is baptized in the Christian community, which was founded in 1922 and is closely associated with anthroposophy. As you can see, there are numerous overlaps between the Kahlenberger, Nagelsbach and Zeileis families. It is possible that the families crossed paths long before the wedding of Wilhelm Nagelsbach and Gertrud Kahlenberger. Thank you for taking a look at which additional family member will accompany us through the Nazi era. There are many temporal and local parallels, but also differences, such as anthroposophy. The Zeileis, Nagelsbach and Kahlenberger families will bring life during the Nazi era to life for us. In the next video we will start in 1932. I look forward to seeing you again.